Ahoy there mateys, and welcome to another episode of PIETER Plays. Today we are trying out Sea Dogs, to each his own. That's up to now the latest installment in the Sea Dogs franchise, also known as Corsairs in the Eastern European part of the world. And soon to be replaced by Caribbean Legend, the upcoming game to be released early next year, 2024. Now, Joey recommended that we just wait with playing until Caribbean Legend is out, but Mercenelli asked me to give this a try, so I'll give it a shot, see what happens, see if I can spot the differences once a new game comes out. So I had a quick look at the options menu, and mostly I'm quite confused on what does what. So let's you go new game. Difficulty definitely beginner. I've got no clue what I'm doing. I'll just leave the options on default because again I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see, we can change here our character type out of 3 options I see. And each option has different pirates stats, which I do not know what this does. And if I right click on P, it doesn't work. So this is not one willing to tell me what does what at all. So I'm just going to have to guess, and I just figure something with basic sword fighting might keep me alive. And then we have our main character here, Charles de Maure. Charles de Maure, how do you even pronounce that? We cannot change any other character. We're a Frenchie, which is actually quite interesting. Start the game as a Frenchman instead of the usual plain and boring Englishman or a straight out pirate. So let's see then, but who are we? The son of a French noble, an idler, a painter and a lady killer. He has come to the Caribbean in order to find his lost brother. This is the place where he is going to find himself, face lies and dangers, seek after knowledge and love. In the end, he will have to get rid of any obstacles to reach the ultimate goal. Morals, society, titles and privileges do not mean much to Charles. He knows the price of man's vice. He never has experience of the bitter taste of defeat or a fight to the death. And how could he possibly gain such experience in the bright and gorgeous salons of Paris? He absolutely doesn't brag neither title nor privileges. Charles was wise enough to understand that his home education couldn't prepare him for real life, so he was taking extra classes. What activities did he find most interesting and promising? That's what we have to answer. We're going with this one. Yes. Adventure time. Of course.
We got into such a terrible storm the other day.
First of all, as soon as I'll get down to the bay, I'm getting drunk. Wake up, monsieur, whatever your name is, we have arrived. Ah, what, already? God damn it. Already? You just came from Europe, this must have taken weeks. Also seeing for some reason no water outside the gun ports. I suppose the ports are closed. Get used to it, monsieur. This is the only weather we have here. At least it could be even worse. How could it get worse? I'm wearing one linen shirt and I've got sweat streaming down my side like hail. Don't forget your things. Hurry up, monsieur. The longboat isn't going to wait. You don't want to swim to the island, do you? Yes, I don't. Yes, I don't? Where's my sword? Ah! Here it is. Yes, this isn't Europe. Be careful, monsieur. Most people don't welcome those who ask too many questions here. These, as you know, are troubled times. They say that the island was sold to some religious fanatics. I'm spotting the slightly dodgy translation already. So sorry. I still haven't noticed any change in the usual way of life of the Martinique inhabitants. But since I've been gone for a while, a lot could have changed. Religion fanatics? What the bullshit! Well, whether it's bullshit or not, rumors are going around. There's already enough adversity as it is. Cannibals in the jungle, fever, pirates, bandits in the alleyways. Ah, here we go again. Right now the only kind of adversity that I've come across is heat and mosquitoes. Alright, I'm ready. Shall we go? Walk up top and step into the longboat, monsieur. Welcome to the Caribbean. So here we are. In the Caribbean, the island of Martinique, it tells me. Let's have a quick look at the menus. Okay, I'm seeing some stuff here, nothing that seems to relate to those pirate stats of earlier. Unless this P and E are from that pirates formula. That's quite complicated actually. Got a lot of potential abilities split into ship abilities, I see also. Got a pirate flag and a French flag, and apparently other flags are abilities you need to get. We have no ship. Quest log. The ways of the Lord are inscrutable. Who could even think half a year ago that my brother, a Maltese knight and the hero of Barcelona, Michel de Montpere, would disgrace his father's name, and I, the prodigal son, rake and gigolo, will have to fix all this mess, my infallible brother's mess. And yet here I am, sailing to the edge of the world, far away from Paris and my Lulu. I was going to draw her as Venus rising from the sea, but I must admit, the sea is looking pretty different from what I was imagining before. I should consider it after my return. I hope that my journey will end before Christmas and the girl's husband will die fighting the Spanish in Flanders. Ugh, dark guy this. He is the reason why Parisian air has become deadly dangerous for me. I should ask about my dear brother at the Order's mission. I suppose that the local governor, Jacques Diel du Parquet, is aware of what is going on within his lands. However, I was warned to avoid being direct and to use caution. The direct way is not always the best way. Perhaps I should ask around. It is good that I still have a few of Lulu's jewels, and some silver coins. It should be enough to live here for a while and to return back as soon as I find out what the reckless Michel has done. Events archive, empty. Documents. A letter from Henry de Montpere. Oh, so much reading. Note from Lulu. Cashbook, ship some more. Warehouse statistics. Oh, everything on zero. Nations. Mostly everybody seems to be at war with everybody except the Dutch. Of course, I mean the Dutch are a friendly bunch, we all know that. Trading, nothing, we don't have a trade book. Huh. Items. We've got a sword, a ruby, emerald beads, a pendant and a gold band. Well, well, well! Let's See what happens as we walk into town.
There are almost no true noble left anymore.
Welcome to the colonies, monsieur. Let me introduce myself. I'm Grégoire Valigny. You are a newcomer, right? Greeting, monsieur. My name is Charles de Moor. Yes, I'm just off the ship. I don't recognize you. Do I know you? No, monsieur, you don't. Though I couldn't miss an opportunity to introduce myself to a nobleman like you. Oh, I remember my first day, the day of my arrival to the New World. Things are different here, and the local lifestyle may damage your health and your wallet. That's why I offer you my modest help. Free of charge, which is rare here, haha. I can make you a bit more familiar with our colony and the archipelago. Consider it as a little presentation. I assume this is the tutorial. So that's very kind of you, monsieur. Sure, I'd be glad to accept your offer. Knowledge is power! Glad to hear it. My pleasure. Well, let me tell you some basics. Most of the colonies were built in the same manner. A settlement on the shore protected by a fort and walls with gates. Nobles, rich folks, soldiers, sailors, merchants, mercenaries and criminals, all of them live together. Sometimes you'll meet captains, monks, gypsies and beggars. You won't find Indians on the street though. People don't feel comfortable about their presence. Follow me, I will show you local establishments. Here we go. I'm automatically walking, I don't need to do a thing. So I can just enjoy the scenery here. Ooh, that's cool. There's somebody walking around with a crate on his back. And then he disappeared. I don't know what happened there. Ooh, I love the way that those guards are holding the muskets. That's excellent.
Ah, at last, a worthy colonist.
So this is the most important place in any colony. A tavern. Yes, in Europe such place may be considered a den of thieves, but everything is opposite here. A bartender can offer you a room to sleep, some rum, juicy gossips, and a job. If you seek any What just happened? Okay, that guy just came out of the door, that was interesting. If you seek any information, try talking with the people here. Buy a drink to a drunkard and you may get something interesting in return. Gambling is a popular way of entertainment here, but beware of cheaters. If you catch someone on cheating, don't hesitate to kill. Nobody will judge you for that. Yeah, this is Chinatown. A tavern is also a place where you can hire crew and officers for your ship, in case you own one. Remember, information, job, crew, entertainment. Those people carrying stuff around are so cool.
There are almost no true noble left anymore.
Why do the stores look vaguely Asian? A store is a trading center of any colony. Captains visit this place as often as a shipyard. You can always purchase here munitions, supplies or goods to trade. Commerce is quite tricky. First, it takes time to find the best places where to buy or to sell. Second, you need some decent skills and training to compete with local merchants. That is why most of captains hire pursers to do business instead of themselves. So don't forget to hire such professional when, well, if you will get a ship of your own. This is critical. You don't want to waste a shitload of money without a purpose in this cruel world. One last thing. Merchants in stores often propose beneficial freight contracts. You may find this useful in the future.
Ah, at last, a worthy colonist.
And this is a prison. Filthy place. Real criminals end up into the nose fast, so they keep mostly little fish inside. If you want to chat with them, address to a guard officer. He will allow you to see the insides for a small fee. or even for free in case you are persuasive enough. It may prove useful, but remember that low lives cannot be trusted, though they always talk sweet when they are caged. That's interesting.
Is there something you need? No? Then I'll be on my way.
Marketplace. Traders sell and buy everything you need. An armorer can provide you with blades, firearms, armors, munitions and so on. Good pieces are rare though, so don't hope to find the masterpiece sword here. Such things come with a great price and risk. A herbalist can offer health potions, mixtures, antidotes, plants, ingredients and, if you are lucky, recipes. But why am I even telling you that? You are not an alchemist, am I right? Gypsies offer pagan amulets and useless crap like bat corpses. Some folks claim to know the true purpose of such things, but this is just a dangerous bragging. Monks sell candles, holy talismans and other trinkets. Crosses, rings, writing tools, and junkmen offer garbage. But if you possess special skills, you can make something useful of those tortoise combs, nails and ropes.
Is there something you need? No?
A brothel! Every man visits such places, don't believe the opposite. Even the nobles, yet the reputation suffers. Be aware of that. Be nice with the girls and they may tell you interesting things. There is no better cure for your mind than your body. If your health is damaged, visit the place. You may also drink a special potion to fix it, yet it's rare and much less fun. Oh, when I say health, I don't mean scratches on your skin. You will get hit. A lot. If they hit you hard and often, if you drink too much strong health potions, eventually you will ruin your body. Watch your condition. Take rest if needed. Be or suffer terrible consequences. Priests can almost literally resurrect you, but such last resorts are very expensive. Oh, here we go again. Hey, Mr. Guard, get out of the way. Yeah, it's great that you're courtesying to Lay. Let me through. I can't do a thing. Let me walk. Finally, there we go. Oh, there's a monk.
Is there something you need? No? Then I'll be on my way.
This is the house of a moneylender. Usurer, banker, their kind has many different names, often rude ones. Yeah, like loan shark. You may think whatever you want of them, but their services can help you a lot. You can deposit money, exchange doubloons and pesos, sell or buy jewelry. If you have a positive reputation, you can even loan some coins, but be careful. Usurers offer best prices for gems, jewels and other valuable trinkets. Always visit them to sell such things. They are powerful people, so don't cross them. It's a nice fountain.
There are almost not two nobles left anymore.
Behold the governor's palace. This is a home and an office of the most important men in the colony. Nobles visit the palace for balls and parties. People of business and captains come here to solve both official and personal matters. It is important to be a governor's friend because he has a strong influence on the citizens of the nation he represents. Privateers earn good money working for governors. They also buy war captives. If you are wealthy and want to establish a good relationship with His Excellency, then he may even honor you by gambling with you. It seems that you are impatient, my friend. Are you in a hurry? Well, I guess. Monsieur, I came here to find my brother. I was told that he must be somewhere here in Saint Pierre. He is an important man. The governor must know him. Aha, I see. So you want to pay His Excellency a visit and ask him about your brother? Well, I won't delay you any further then. Our governor is called Jacques Dil du Parquet. I am sure he will do what he can. Tell me, who else can help me? Perhaps it is unwise to trouble His Excellency. You said that your brother is well known here. Ask around the streets. Eventually you will find someone who can help you. What's your brother's name? Michel de Montpère. That's not my last name, is it? We are de Moore. Most puzzling. Michel de Montpère. Yes, I heard this name before, but I have never been introduced to the man, so I cannot help you. Good luck, monsieur. I'm sure that we will meet again. Gratitude, Grégoire Valigny. Oh, I've got control. Goodbye, monsieur. Let me do a little savey here. Save. 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 I note that for some reason the logo here is in Russian. That's peculiar. So what to do next? What to do next? Unlike the game I'm familiar with, I cannot talk to just everyone, it seems. That is a bit boring. Talkie. 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 I think I'm using the wrong button. Thinking out loud. Oh, what is this? Want to choose a potion for constant use. Healing potion, ginger with rum, wine. Wait, I've changed my mind. How do I start dialogue? Perform action. Alternative. How do I talk to people? This is kind of important. Okay. Oh, left mouse button it is. Show me what you've got. I'm still a little bit confused by this interface. What does she have and what do I have? Does this mean that she has 1 healing potion, I've got 0? She has 3 vials and I have 0, and everything else is my stuff. That's how this works apparently. She does not have a whole lot then. Can I talk to the guard? Ah! Keeping order is not all that easy as it might seem. It's an important and dangerous job. I remember a case in the garrison. No talking while on duty! That was fine. Where's the monk? I wanted to talk to the monk. Where are you, my fanatical friend? Monkey! Monkey, where are you, monkey? A monkey is something else, of course. It is so fun to say. Mr. Monk, where are you?
Let Nag be always smiling down at me.
Excuse me, monsieur, could you tell me where I can find Michel de Montpere? He has to be somewhere in your town. Sorry, never heard the name before, so... I see. Sorry for troubling you. Ah, there you are, matey. Hello.
Don't walk by the poor holy servants.
Well, what happened to your poor face? Greetings, my son. What troubles have you brought to me? Good day to you, Holy Father. How's your parish? I have a question for you, Holy Father. How's your... It's all right, my son. Thank you for taking care about our church. I have to go then. Holy Father. Oh,
How so?
I need information.
About your miserable soul.
What would you like? Excuse me, monsieur, could you tell me where I can find Michel de Montpere? He has to be somewhere in your town. Can't help you. I have to go by. I see. Sorry for troubling you. These people are not very talkative, are they? Well, the door camera works, see? It's not an engine issue in Beyond New Horizons. This is the governor. He's sitting there in his armor. Must be so uncomfortable.
Please, quickly. I'm quite occupied at the moment.
What is that you want, monsieur? Hello, your grace. I've just arrived from Paris. I'm looking for Michel de Montpere. Perhaps you could aid me in my search. You're looking for Michel de Montpere? Interesting. And what do you need him for? I am his brother. My father told me that Michel is in trouble and needs help, so I don't remember Monsieur de Montpere having any brothers. You know, monsieur, you look very suspicious to me, so I am arresting you for further investigation. Lieutenant, detain this man. But your lordship... Oh, that didn't go as expected. Yield your weapons right away, monsieur, and follow us. Well, it seems I'm up the creek and with no paddle. This is very Brighton, this prison. Are the coal files missing? Mothers will know what I mean.
I don't have much time. Tell me what you need and get to the point.
Chevalier Philippe de Poincy. Good day to you, Charles. Let me introduce myself. I am Philippe de Poincy and I... Why the hell have you put me in the prison? It's inappropriate. I am the French nobleman and... Listen to me, young man. Don't interrupt me. You are talking with the Governor General of the French colonies in the Caribbean archipelago. I forgive your tone only because of your ignorance about who you were talking to. But I'd recommend you to be more restrained in the future. Forgive me, Your Excellency. Better. Now, concerning your previous question, you were considered by mistake as a Spanish spy. Spanish should have a capital. And put under arrest until your status is clear. Blasted Castilians have become more active recently, therefore I ordered to detain all suspicious people. But we know who you are now. You are really Charles de Mare, a brother of Michel de Montpere, and I personally came down here in order to release you. And you are yelling at me like a little boy? Pardon me again, Your Excellency. Am I free now? Yes, you are. But I want to talk privately with you before a sergeant will open your cell. Do you know that your brother, one of the most worthiest warriors of the Maltese order, was arrested and put under guard? I only knew that my brother is in trouble and he needs help. That's why I came here from Paris. I'm glad to hear that. I want you to know that Monsieur de Montpere is in serious trouble. Monsieur de mon père is in serious trouble. That sounds funny. I have got all reasons to suspect him in an abuse of authority, a misappropriation of the property, and in a perjury. But you really can help your brother. Monsieur, could you tell me more? I don't get it. Michel was the pride of the order and... I thought so. We all did. But his recent actions made us unconfident in his loyalty to the order. Too unconfident, so was put under arrest. Michel will tell you the details himself. He will explain you how you could help him to take away accusations and to avoid the disgrace. Where is my brother now? You told me that he is in the prison, but I haven't seen him around. Did I say imprisoned, young man? Are you even listening? I said he is under arrest. It is not the same thing. Michel de Montpere is being kept under arrest in the underground base of Saint-Pierre, which is a property of the Order of Malta. I think it was supposed to be Saint-Pierre. I allow you visiting the base unlimitedly and talking with your brother as often as you think you need. Officers and soldiers of the Order are aware of my instructions and they will not stop you. Where is that underground base? It's here in Saint-Pierre of Course. Yeah. Find the local prison and enter the door with symbols of the order. Go downstairs to the casemate on the second level of a basement. Find there Monsieur Montpere. That's it. I hope that we will meet again, Charles. Sergeant! Please wait, Your Excellency. What about my belongings? My sword and the rest? Your things were confiscated for repayment of your brother's debt. Farewell, Monsieur de Mauer. What the... Well, here we are, free in the prison. I assume somewhere. Oh, there's somebody sleeping. Hello, can I talk to you? Wake up! Hello. Ah, you well-groomed scum. Would you like to sit in my cell a bit? I don't give a shit about you. This Charles de Moore character is quite rude.
Come on, don't irritate me.
You can pass. The warden gave his permission. Very good.
Come on in. Have a seat.
What do you need? Why have you come to the prison? I want to talk about some business. Okay, apparently I cannot. There was supposed to be a door in the prison somewhere. To the secret underground base. Then where is it? Where is it, I asked you? Well, back to town it is. So I've got absolutely not a thing anymore in the world. Do I have any money left? I do not. I was arrested as soon as I tried to ask about my brother. Jesus, I will forever remember local rats and bugs. The situation has ended positively for me though. Some pompous jerk visited me in the prison and ordered his men to release me. He introduced himself as the Governor General of French colonies, Philippe de Poissy. Turns out that our brave Michel is completely screwed. De Poissy suspects him in every crime possible. I won't waste time. I should see my brother and let him speak for himself. What had he done if his only name can throw a man in the cage? I'm heading to the underground base of the Maltese Order in Saint-Pierre. Or I would be if I had any clue where to find it. What other buildings have we got? Oh, this looks promising. This looks promising. Order of Malta. Hello. Oh, I like their uniforms. That looks cool. Are you guarding treasure? Can I take it?
Who are you? Where are you off? Go ahead. Don't delay.
Monsieur, how did you get here? What do you think? Through the door, of course. What is your business here? I have come to see my brother, Michel de Montpere. Michel de Montpere is under watch in one of the cells and held under the personal order of Chevalier Philippe de Poissy. Descend down to the lower tier. You will find the casemates there. I think you'll find your way. Thank you. Hello.
Ensuring the safety of the town is a serious task.
Alas, you are not able to render me any assistance. Oh! That's actually a cool location. I like it. Hey! Look at them sitting comfortably. This order has got a nice damn base. Where does this go? Goes up apparently. And this goes somewhere. Streets. Interesting. Maybe that's when I have to take a quick getaway. Down below, down below. Prisons, cells. Hello.
Come on, don't irritate me.
Also can't help me. There's somebody. Hello. I'm trying to talk to you. I cannot talk to you. This guy looks like a nobleman. Pleased to see you, brother. I understand, of course, that it will be hard for you to believe, but I'm happy as hell you're here. Ha! Look at him! He's happy! So while you were on your high horse with your society, Charles was the embarrassment of the family. A measly artist, a gigolo, and a court knight, huh? And now that you're clapped behind bars by your own comrades, you not only remember your good-for-nothing brother, a street rat, but you're happy as hell to see him too. Charles, I'm not done yet. You had the gall to manipulate our father's feelings to serve yourself. Just so you know, I came to this hellhole in the sweltering heat where the mosquitoes literally chew you to death. Not for you, but for our poor father. Really? Charles, since when you care about your family? Let's be honest, brother. Everyone in Paris knows who is your father. You may carry a family name of de Mare, but you don't want to have de Montpere name dishonored. Because in that case you won't be able to use your lineage in order to tell everyone fictional stories about your heroic deeds, am I right? The doors of the best houses of Paris will be closed for you, and they won't let you come closer than a mile to the Louvre. Do you really believe that your courtesans and mistresses, whose husbands you make cuckolds while they are fighting on the battlefield for our fatherland, will be happy to cheat on their lords and masters with a brother of a state criminal like myself? I guess you have arrived here straight from the bed of some married girl, am I correct? Charles, what is wrong with your face? Did I hit the nerve? You! Alright, brother, we've exchanged barbs, that's enough. I agree that I'm not perfect, but you're no angel either. Charles, this really isn't the time to quarrel. We've both got one goal, to save the honor and dignity of the Montpere family, no matter what our motives are. Brother, for once in our lives, let's change animosity for peace. Deal? Let's try it out. But can you explain to me what you're being accused for? Officially, it sounds like the expenditure of the society's money. In reality, it's much deeper. So you've appropriated your organization's money? Well, well. I told you those were the official charges. I didn't take a single louis d'or. Here's how it went down. You see, I can't explain everything to you in detail as even behind bars, I don't have the moral right to disseminate the secrets of our society. Please try to explain, dear brother. I have a right to know, don't you think? Fine. I had received the money for a very dangerous and delicate operation which was supposed to shift political balance of the Caribbean. I was acting by direct orders of Philippe de Poissy. He is a general governor of the French colonies. But the operation was failed despite all my efforts. De Poissy had a fit of anger due to the fact that all his long-shot plans went broken. He had personally signed an order for my arrest and made sure it was executed. Then he came here and declared that he would accuse me of peculation and treason against the order if I or my relatives wouldn't return money spent on the operation. Well, here's a fine how do you do. Where is it? This money that, as I understand, our family has to pay for are your muffs. It's spent on preparing the operation. Bribes, organization of expeditions, purchasing all sorts of merchandise and equipment. I had rather large expenses. Just like I said, I didn't take a coin. And what is the sum that is being requested? 1 million. Merde! You're kidding, right? Do I look like somebody in the joking mood? No, dear brother, this is the bitter truth. We are going to return the Poissy 1 million pesos. But god damn it! This main character is so rude. Our family has nowhere near that kind of money. We couldn't put that much together in 20 years. If I wasn't behind bars and restricted by my obligations to the society, I would make it in 6 months to a year and a half at the most. Charles, this is the new world. Everything's different here. A motivated, ambitious man can make a fortune for himself here without dedicating his whole life to it, like in Europe. 1 million in a year and a half? Are you off your nut? If you're so sure, then why don't you tell your de Poissy about that? Let him release you. Put your best foot forward. Oh, don't talk rubbish, Charles. There's no way Poissy is going to release me from here. If it was that easy, I wouldn't ask you for help. So I'm the one that's going to make the money for your freedom. Not just my freedom. Or have you forgotten? Shall we return back to our conversation about the palaces, balls, and sex with noble whores? Yes, Charles, you're the one that has to do it. If, of course, you'd like to carry on with the meretricious life in Paris like before. You would like that, wouldn't you, brother? But god damn it! Where the hell am I supposed to get it? You know some old woods where louis d'or grow instead of leaves? The whole new world represents a grove of money trees that people are too lazy to lift their dumb heads up and stretch out their hands to the branches. Don't worry, Charles, you can do it. I've been knowing you since our childhood, and I would never waste my time persuading Father to send you here if you were dumb or lazy. Despite of your downsides I've mentioned before, you are brave, ambitious, smart, your tongue is hung well enough, and you know how to handle a rapier, which is an extremely important skill to know here. Thank you very much. Has my dear brother really deigned to give me praise? And I thought I was nothing but a pitiful artist, a courtier. Cut the bullshit! Do you and I have an agreement or not? Sorry, brother, it slipped out. I'm just so unused to hearing those words from you. It's like a street whore preaching about saving a soul. Let's proceed, brother. As I said, you have everything it takes to become successful here. Not only that, you are not alone. I will help you with advice on what to do and how to do it the right way. Listen to me, and we're in flying colors. Believe me, there's no replacement for my experience. Are you ready to hold off on the trash talking and finally get to the point? Yes, it looks like I'm staying here for a while. Alright, I'm all ears, Michelle. Pooh, 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 this is quite a story. Yes, brother, you are going to stay here for a while. It's good that you can see that now. So if Sam Courtesan is waiting for you returning back to Paris, I suggest you forgetting about her. But don't feel bad about it. Local girls have their own charms. Though they like real men, strong and pushy, even rough. So if you're going to fuck some colony girl, don't count on poetry, painting discussions or walking under the moon. They won't approve. Alright, brother. Have you been struck by a bolt of windbaggery? Let's get to the point. I'm willing to listen to your advice, but not your foul insinuations. Splendid! In order for you to have any kind of success, you need to own a ship. The Caribbean is an archipelago. You did know that, right? Life is intertwined with the sea. A man with his own ship has an endless horizon of earning potential. But I'm not a sailor. Then it's time to become one. You've got no other choice anyway. You didn't think of becoming a port office clerk or registering into a garrison, did you? No? Then you'll be a captain. What a turn of events in my career. And where will I find myself a ship? There's an excellent lugger is standing at our shipyard. It isn't big, but it's a very comfortable boat, just right for making the first steps to the arena of a sailor. This lugger was built just for me. I placed a deposit of 5,000 pesos for her with the help of my friends. Make your way to the local shipbuilder and tell him that Michel de Montpere sent you. He'll understand what you're there for. The ship only costs 5,000? That's kinda weird. Brother, are you listening to me? 5,000 is just for the deposit. Lugger's price is around 20,000, so you have to earn the rest of the money yourself. Besides that, you'll need money to hire a crew and a navigator. Great. And how will I get it? Not big surprise in that. Earn it. How else? There's money lying behind every bush here. You've just got to know where to look and not to fear adversity. Walk around the different establishments around here. Have a talk with the people. You're sure to get some kind of work. But be careful. There are much more con artists than there are honest people. If you are not an honest man, you may try to steal something valuable from houses. But we are nobility, right? Titles mean shit here. Work, fight, steal just like everyone else. After you buy a boat, hire a crew. You won't be able to steer the boat in the beginning, so you'll need a navigator. You can talk about all this with the owner of the tavern. He'll help you. And make sure you don't get lost, of course. When you depart to sea, take the course straight to Guadeloupe. What's that? The town? It's an island, so almost 2 days away from here. Yes, try to acquire a map of the archipelago as soon as you can and learn it like our father, so you won't look like a moron to everybody that can tell the difference between a town and an island. You're going to have to cruise around the archipelago a lot, so prepare ahead of time. Okay. So what do I do on this Guadeloupe? Find a man there by the name of Fady. He has his own house not far away from the pier. Tell him you know me and ask him to repay his debt. He lost quite a hand to me in a game of cards. The money you receive will help to get you on your feet. Use it to get things going. What do you mean, get things going? I mean, use this money to earn even more money and so on. Trading, for example. We will return to this conversation later. Now you should deal with the ship, then sail to Guadeloupe. Find that fat Muscovite and beat the death out of him. Not literally, of course. Fady is a very respected man of Guadeloupe and a friend of the local governor himself, so there's no point in quarreling. On the contrary, try to make friends with him. Get back to me as soon as you have the money. Understood, brother? Got it. Oh, why? What did I do to deserve this punishment? Don't sorrow, Charles. Accept it as an inevitable evil, or a good. You'll be grateful later to fate that your life has taken this kind of twist. You, brother, finally have the opportunity to do something to prove you're a real man. you'll become a decent human being. That crap again? Or, brother, I don't have time for this. I want to skip the boring part and get right to the high seas immediately. The sooner I have a ship, the sooner you will be out of this shithole. Or would you prefer to stay here longer? Well, I'm going to assume that this skips part of the tutorial, so I'm just going to go for this. No, don't take it the wrong way. Alright, Charles, don't waste any time. You know what to do. I'll be waiting for you coming from Guadeloupe as the captain of your own ship with Fadie's money. Good luck, brother. I'm counting on you. I'll try not to let you down. Alright, Michel. Until next time. Well, that was quite the thing. Quite the thing. Let me just go ahead and get put back to the town again. This place is very bright. Oh, you again, my friend. I see that I have let you inside St. Pierre's holy place, headquarters of the order. You must be important. Found your brother? Yes, I did. Forgive me, monsieur, but your voice is absent, Joy. True. I was hoping to get the hell out of the shithole back to France in no time. Yet my fate keeps mocking me. I will stay here for a bloody long time. And the best part is that I must become a sailor, imagine that! That is a sudden change in your life. But don't be sad, to be a captain of your own ship is a very, very respected position here. You do intend to buy a ship, right? Yes, damn it, that's exactly what I must do. All I need is to find a shipyard and money as soon as possible. Problem is, I don't know where the hell is a shipyard, how to fly a vessel, and where to get money. Well, step one, Mr. Charles, is that ships don't fly. Unless they're Dutchmen, then they do. I wish I could fill your pockets with gold, but I'm broke just as you are. But I can fill your head with knowledge you so desperately need. Interested? Yes, it would be great. Follow me then. Let's start from the main thing. The ships. And here we go again.
Is there something you need? No? Then I'll be on my way.
A shipyard. Every colony has one. A place to sell or buy a sea vessel and also to repair her. Know that our shipyards have nothing to do with famous shipyards of old good Europe. This is province. They don't build large trade and military ships here. Local masters build luggers, schooners, sloops. Rarely brigs and barkentines. But sometimes privateers bring prizes they captured. Shipbuilders buy them for cheap, repair them and sell for a fortune. I once saw a frigate in price list. Local made ships also have poor characteristics. Don't worry though, you must start to learn on small and poor vessels in order to master something better. Oh, and a shipyard is also a place to buy cannons. There are several types of guns you may get on your vessel, provided of course that you can carry them. Every vessel has limitations. You will never be able to put 24 pounders on a lugger. Remember that big calibers are rare and expensive. On the bright side, such guns can literally exterminate enemy's crews, sails and hull. One last thing. Shipyards also provide services for aesthetes. They can paint your sails and draw emblems or coat of arms. Won't speed up your beauty, but will make her look much fancier. Interesting. And here we go again. Walkie, 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 walkie. The guards are standing in the way again. Shoo! Shoo!
There are almost no true noble left anymore.
This is a pier! Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Captain Obvious, sir. A heart of any port. I used to sail in the past, so let me tell you more about seamanship. First, remember the most important thing. Don't even try to control a vessel if you don't have enough points in your navigation skill. If you do, then your other skills will suffer, and so do your officers. You will fight worse, shoot worse, trade worse, and so on. That means that if you will attempt to control a man of war with your current skill of navigation, you will turn in a worthless pile of crap, unable to do anything. How do I learn this navigation? Time and patience. At this moment you can control a tartan or a longboat. You can always hire a navigator. Normally they can be found in taverns along with other mercenaries. Always check their skill first in case it is not enough for your ship. You will experience the very same problems I mentioned before. How do I know how many points in navigation I need in order to control a particular ship? Ship rank determines it. For example, I know enough, 45 points, to control a 4th rank vessel without penalties. Brigs, barkentines, flutes, xebec and corvette require more, so I won't be able to use them properly. Not mentioning 2nd rank ships like frigates and heavy galleons. As for giant battleships or man-of-wars, only experts in navigation can control such monsters. It takes years to master the skill, and don't forget the money. A battleship and her crew can waste your purse in a month if you're not as rich as king. I see. Take care of all officer position. A boatswain trains your crew and makes boarding more effective. A purser will do financial activities instead of you and fight rats. A physician saves people. A ship joiner saves a ship. And boarding officers save your ass. What the hell is a ship joiner? Pay attention to skills of candidates and watch their reputation. Reputation? Exactly. Everyone has it. It is made of the man's deeds and how it shows everyone what he really is. Weird sentence. If you are an honorable man and you always try to do good, then look for officers who share your ideals. And if you prefer to act as a bandit, well, you have got the idea. Honest folks will not work for scum. The opposite is also true. Got it. Now let's talk about types of ships. There are 2 types. Trade and military ships. Trade ships have large cargo holds, with military ones have speed and strong guns. Bark, flute, carrack are the brightest examples of trade ships. As for military vessels, lugger, brig, corvette. There are mixes, of course, the ships which have characteristics of both trade and military. Snows, schooners, galleons. Ships also have different rigging arrangements. Some are mostly square rig and some are mostly fore and aft rig, which form the ship's course angle. Course angle? Yes, it determines how your rigging is affected by wind and on which course your vessel will make the best speed she is capable of. Once you at the sea, find an arrow on the minimap. That will be your course angle. That's a bit hard to me, but I guess I shall learn in time. Crew! You and your ship are nothing without manpower. Every sailor must know how to do 3 things. How to deal with rigging, to operate cannons, and to fight. Every nation excels only in one of these 3 activities. For example, Spain has the best fighters in the world, and their soldiers wear armor, so grape shot, slices and stabs are not quite effective against them. I'm talking about handguns. Cannon and grape shot don't give a damn about body armor. Visit 10 versions of Spain, England and France if you want to make a dream crew. Hey, what's wrong with the Dutch? I'm forgetting about the Dutch. The twat. Huh. What's your man's morale? Provide them with rum, horse and coin? Seriously, is that a feature? Do that on a constant basis and your people will die for you. Fail to do so and they will see you hanged. A motivated professional has worth of 10 rookies in the fight. Don't forget about the physician or take care of your own medicine skills in order to prevent extra casualties. I will remember this. Now a few words about naval battles. Our waters are dangerous. They are crawling with Spanish and pirates, so eventually you will engage them in the open sea. Ship cannons use 4 types of ammo. Cannonballs, grape shots, chain shots and bombs. Cannonballs are all-purpose and the cheapest to buy. They have the biggest effective range, they tear enemy sails, destroy his hull and kill his crew. Chain shots have a decent range of fire. Their purpose is to eliminate enemy's rigging in order to make him lose his speed. They are good to use when you want to chase or flee. If you are lucky, you may even take down a whole mast. Bombs. Use them if you want to sink your opponent's vessel. Bombs do the biggest damage to the hull, but they have a second short range of fire, so you need to come closer first, which may prove fatal. They also cost the most of all shells. Grape shot is your best choice if you want to board and capture an enemy ship. These little balls wipe out people, but the shortest fire range makes them risky to use. But it is worth it. Hold your fire if you're not sure that you can deal enough damage. Every volley comes with the price of gunpowder and cannon's condition. They explode sometimes, especially if you shoot too often. Always maneuver. Try to take a better position to the wind. If the enemy is too dangerous and you can't flee, then try to provoke him to shoot you constantly from distance without any negative effect upon you. Such trick will eventually empty his gunpowder supplies. It may take days, so you'd better find a cover like rocks or a coastal line. Of course, such tactics will not work in the open sea. Mines! Also a fine way to sink them all. Make them to chase you and drop mines. Every mine requires a decent amount of powder, but even one mine can almost destroy a lugger. Get a spyglass and use it to observe your enemy. A good spyglass will provide you a fine tactical overview. The presence of a musketeer unit on your opponent's vessel, for instance. Such unit can mow down a lot of your men. In this case, be sure to give them a few volleys of grape shot before boarding. You're scaring me. Scare me. But I guess I must be ready for anything. You shall learn. I have no doubt in that. Since you are going to be a captain and a ship owner, I will show one more place of great importance to you. A harbor office. Follow me. There we go again. Walkie walkie. Walkie walkie. Is that Henry there in the corner? He looks faintly familiar.
Is there something you need? No? Then I'll be on my way.
There it is. In the harbor office you can find job offers. Freights for large trade ships and convoys for military ones. If you own a fast ship, they might offer you a courier job. I recommend to earn some recommendations here. If you do your job well several times, they'll give you more complicated and much better paid contracts. You may also ask here about other captains and leave your ships for safekeeping. Open-ended, just don't forget to pay. Got it. Well, the city gates are closed, so there's another topic I'd like to tell you about. These gates, by the way, lead to the jungles. Follow me and I will tell you about stealth actions and fencing. You mind? Not at all? Not at all? Your help is invaluable to me. Follow me then.
Is there something you need? No? Then I'll be on my way.
So, the city gates, straight to the jungles. In daytime, guarded by 2 soldiers who check everyone entering the city. Therefore, there are 2 ways to get in the city. First, you can drop an anchor in port and disembark on a pier. Second, you may land on some distant bay and travel through the jungles to the city gates. Sometimes you'll have to visit Spanish colonies, so remember, we are at war with the Spanish, so don't even think to sail into their port without the Spanish flag raised, otherwise the fort will open fire immediately. You need to master special skills and be careful in order to get inside hostile settlements. Know that the only way to safely drop an anchor in Spanish port is to learn a skill named Raise the Spanish Flag or Raise the Dutch Flag. Such tricks require time and experience to learn. Raising the flag doesn't mean to raise some yellow-red piece of rag, but to conduct various masking measures. Chance of successful deception depends on the level of your stealth skill, class and number of your ships. It is easy to make a single small sloop looking like a Spanish vessel. The same could not be said about 5 frigates. If you are unable to trick the fort guards and port officers, you should consider sneaking through the city gates I mentioned before. Wait until night to avoid gates guards and enter. Avoid any soldiers in the city, especially at night. Find a tavern, rest there and do what you planned. Don't fight soldiers if you are compromised. Find an empty house and stay there for half an hour. This will make them stop hunting you. Tricky, isn't it? In order to avoid such complications, buy a trading license. It will save you a lot of nerves. A trading license? What is that? A document you can get in the headquarters of the Dutch West Indian Company. A sign of your peaceful intentions. This paper will allow you to enter any port until the terms are expired. But there are some downsides. First, the company has special rules and demands which any captain willing to buy the license must follow. Second, it costs a lot. And last in the words, you still need a raising flag skill to land at ports, otherwise you will be shot on approach by fort's heavy cannons. Where's the company's headquarters? Willemstad, Curaçao. If you want to buy a license, go there. They will give you details. Whoa, things are so messed up here. Don't be upset, my friend. You shall learn. Now, let's do fencing practice. Sounds good. Let's move. Hehe, finally some action.
Is there something you need? No? Then I'll be on my way.
Love the jungle music. Nice beat. My friend, I know if you know how to hold this sword. Ha, sure I know. I was taught by the very best fencing master of France and... Good for you. Let me tell you some theory first. Here we go again. So there are 3 types of cold steel. Rapiers and swords, sabers and cutlasses, broadswords and axes. Every type requires different skills and abilities to master, so you have to learn them separately. Every class has its own ups and downs. Rapiers are light, have low requirements of stamina, they deal the least amount of damage. An axe is heavy, but it can kill with a single heavy blow, though it will take so much stamina from you that you will have to rest for a while. Sabers are somewhere in the middle. There are several fencing moves and tricks in your disposal. Thrust attack, chopping attack, heavy attack and group attack. You can also parry, feint and block. Thrust attack is the fastest move, requires a small amount of stamina to perform, excellent for rapiers and mostly useless for axes. Chopping attack is quite versatile, decent speed, significant loss of stamina, good for sabers, broadswords and axes, not that good for rapiers. Heavy attack is dealt from above, an excellent choice for axes. Would work fine for sabers and cutlasses, yet rapiers are simply not designed for such moves. This attack will drain a huge amount of stamina. It is slow, but has maximum potential damage and it ignores blocking. Blocking is not a panacea. What the hell is a panacea? It is useless against heavy attacks and decent opponents always have a chance to break your block. Parrying is much better. It makes your opponent open for your attacks. He also loses stamina. Several successful parries and your opponent completely loses his initiative and is forced to defend himself, while you have a total advantage. Feints are tricky and risky. Fooling your opponent and immediately dealing him a quick thrust requires a little loss of stamina, but you must be concentrated, attentive and to be in a rhythm of the fight. Mastering this move will demand a lot of practice from you, but it is rewarding. Even professional duelists and masters of sword will fall by your hand. The last thing, in order to maximize damage for every type of attack, you must use the right weapon for each. Thrust attack will show its best with long, heavy, straight rapier or sword with a balance from 0 to 0.5. Long, curved cutlasses or sabers with a balance from 1.5 to 2 are excellent for chopping and heavy attacks. A heavy axe with a balance of 2.0 is perfect for heavy attacks, but such weapon will require a lot of stamina and skill to use. Group attack isn't worth to be your primal move, it's rather defensive, but a curved, light, long cutlass with a balance around 1.25 will do great against groups of enemies around you. Finally, the best weapon for feint is a dagger. Think about it if you want to make this move your specialty. The weight of a weapon determines how much stamina it will require for any attack move, and it also affects the damage. Remember that finding your perfect weapon may take some time, and working on your fighting style will take even more. And what if there are several enemies? This complicates things. A decent fighter can take down a few rookies at once in the open area. There are dozens of bad guys. Avoid to be surrounded at all costs. Run away! Find yourself a corner, stairs, doorways, whatever. Just make them fight you one-on-one or two-on-one. They will slice you up in a second if you make a mistake, so force them to play on your terms. Don't lose initiative and watch your stamina. Though, I have heard about a special engine potion which allowed masters of sword and axe to kill 5 or 6 enemies at once with a few swings of group attack. Potion? Ometokli mixture or whatever they call it. An ancient Indian recipe. Ask merchants, someone may sell it to you someday. But you must learn alchemy first in order to use the recipe. Since we are already talking potions, let me tell about healing. If you need to fix a small wound, use a healing essence. Serious hits can be treated with a healing elixir. Mixture, rum and wine also restore your health. Antidote and mixture will do fine if you are poisoned. I also recommend you a ginger root. It heals without any side effects, as distinct from essence and elixir. Side effects. Essences, elixirs and mixtures damages your health. As I mentioned in the beginning of our small tour, it's bad. Bad health will cause drops in your skills level. It will decrease total amount of your health points and stamina. Sleeping, sex and a rare potion, Tears of the Ishchel, restore health if it's not ruined completely. If it is too late, then attend to a priest. They will help for a fee. I see. What can you tell me about handguns? Not much to say. Point and shoot. Use grape shot if there are several enemies. Get a musket or a rifle. Deadly damage and you can always hit people with a buttstock. I also heard about a weapon which shoots grenades, but I've never seen it. I see. Practice time? Just notice. Where's your sword? I fear that our lesson must be late. How did you end up without a weapon, Charles? One dickhead in a fancy suit took it from me in advance of my brother's death. Do you have an extra sword for me? I will return it after the lesson is over. You are lucky! I do have an extra sword. I was going to sell it, but lucky you, I was delayed. Thank you. Shall we? Begin! And don't waste potions if you have them. We are not going to kill each other. Fine.
Is there something you need? No?
I won, Monseigneur. Move faster. Parry my steps. Jump back. A rematch? Sure. No mercy, Monseigneur. Can even work.
There are almost not two nobles left anymore.
I won again, Charles. Don't lose your initiative. Catch my hits, feint them. If you see that I'm going to hit hard, jump away or parry. Don't just guard. Again. Come on, commissaire. I shall give you a lesson this time. How do I jump again?
At last.
You need a lot to learn, Charles. Don't worry, you still got a lot of time to master your fencing. But be careful, don't take any chances until you know how to hold a weapon. We'll consider it, monsieur. But I have to say that you were just too fortunate. This blasted heat. The only reason why I didn't beat the heck out of you. Whatever! Let's end our fencing lesson. What now? Now it's time to say farewells, monsieur. It was a pleasure. I hope that my presentation and training did you some good and will prove useful in the future. Perhaps we shall meet again one day. And about the money, talk to important people of our city. Visit all places that I have shown you today and speak to their owners. Ask people around. Take a walk to the jungles and to the fort. Find a job or... well, I am not God or a judge. Check people's houses and see what trinkets you can find in their chests. Just do it when they show their backs to you or you are screwed. Good luck, Charles. I have a strong feeling that you have a spark of greatness inside you. Do your best to make it a fire. Gratitude, monsieur. Pleasure was mine. Godspeed. And here we are back in the town. It is dark. Been at it for quite a long time. This video was supposed to be like 20 minutes, but something tells me it'll be a bit more than that. And let's just go ahead and find the place to stay for the night. Go away, stupid parts. Hello, Charles. Going to the tavern. Oh, now this place looks familiar. Tortuga. So I'm just going to save here in the tavern, and that will be it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope that you found some measure of enjoyment out of this. And don't forget to check out the two podcasts about the upcoming remake of this game called Caribbean Legend, also to be released by Black Bar Studios early next year, 2024. Thank you, and Bye bye.